Hello friends, so here I came with a new video, that is JUnit testing with Mockito. So here in this example I will try to show you some test scenario, how actually it works, and this is a quick video, so I will try finishing as soon as possible. Okay, so it won't take much time, but it will give you a good concept of unit testing with Mockito actually. So here I have taken two class, data do one service, calculation service. Okay, and this is the test class, calculation service test. This is the POM where we will add dependency. So I will tell what are the dependency required for this one. So only two dependencies, three dependencies more than enough for this test scenario. Okay, so what is that three? Mockito, test engine, the Jupyter engine, JUnit engine, and JUnit platform runner. So test engine is mandatory to run JUnit test. Okay. So these three dependency required for this project. You can get all this dependency on ambient repository. So you can open that website ambientrepository.com. Just search with this artifact ID or group ID, you will get that one. So this is Maven project. So you already know about Maven project, right? It doesn't matter which build tool you are using. You can go with the Gradle also, but there you have to follow that how to add dependency, and for Gradle also you will get the dependency from ambient repository. So without wasting time, I will directly go with this service do what actually this contains. So in this service class we have one method add all, and this is do class. Here we have get data method, okay, which is returning int array. So I'll start with this service. So we have add all method. Actually this add all will perform operation on the data that will fetch or that will get from the DAO, okay, or basically from DB. So this is the actual data, okay, 125896. We can confirm here 125896. So consider this as a DB data, because mainly whenever we are calling do method, we get data from DB itself, right? This is mock data, so don't worry about this one. I will tell you what is this. Okay, so here calling get data method, I'll get this data and will perform operation on that, summation operation, okay, and will return the sum of these integers. Okay, so actually sum will be 31, so it will return 31, right? This is the concept. This data will be returned, right? So hope you understand service and do work, right? The service mainly will perform some logic, addition logic, summation logic, and will return the resultant output, okay, to the caller. and do will keep the bunch of records on which service will perform some logic. Okay. So this much okay, right? Now come to test class. So before that I will tell what is unit testing. Unit testing name itself telling unit. Unit in the sense a big project or something, a big things of which one particular thing, that unit, right? Unit in the sense itself one. So one test case or one piece of code we are going to test. That means this much code we are going to test, this logic itself we are going to test this much only. So this is unit test, because in service class there is a chance of having so many logic, so many methods will be there, right? And even not in service, in a project, several layer controller, do, service, and testing uh, each at a time is, it's really a big task, right? And sometimes we don't want also. So that is what unit testing. We will test a small piece of code, small portion of this code, that much only, nothing more, nothing less. Okay, so this is what unit testing. Now there are several tools and frameworks available. Okay, we are going with JUnit and Mockito. Why Mockito? In JUnit, basically we have to create object of the service class, do class, and then we have to perform the actual test logic, like this type of condition assets operation, right? Now here in Mockito, we are not going to create any object. Okay, one dummy object will be created. For example, if you want to create any object of service also, or some uh, do, sometimes related other objects also required, like data source required or something, while passing parameters, what in constructing argument, something required, right? So there is chance, right? Passing that one dependency, this one, that one, so like that. So we don't want all these. Okay, we want simple service object. Okay, so why to create by our own, no need to create, and this will be created automatically by Mockito framework. Okay, so only @mock is required on the top of that class of which you want object. Okay, and this inject, actually @mock will create object, mock object of this data do. Why mock object we are telling? Because that is one dummy object. Okay, that is a clone of that original object, we can say. It's a duplicate object of original object. Okay, now this do required in the service here, so we are injecting by calling @inject mocks. We are using it, will automatically will inject this data mock. Okay, now we have one method setup, and on the top of we have written before each, means before each method you test call, it will call this method setup. In setup we are doing initialization of the mock. Okay, so this mock object will be created based on this statement. Okay, now this is the actual test method. Now in this test method we are creating one mock data. Okay, and this is the data set. Okay, what is this? I will tell. with this statement where we are telling when this DAO object will call this get data method, so instead of returning the original DB data, you will return what? Dummy data set. Okay, so this is the dummy data set we have. Okay, so actually what will happen, if we call get data, we'll get this data, right? And but we are telling whenever we are calling this get data method, instead of returning this original DB data, you return our dataset that we prepared. Okay, so and this is our expected 24. Why? Because we have written this 24 based on this data, dummy data. So what actually will happen, whenever this service method will call get data, actually it should come take this data, but now we are telling whenever we call get data, so then return this data, means this instead of this actual data, get that mocked data 1878, this one 1878. Now since we have this data, the service, this logic will be performed based on this data, not on the this actual data. Okay, so this summation operation, this logic will be performed on this data. Okay, now so this is our expected 24. Now I'm saying asset equal is expected. Now calling this add all method, add all will this go to the service class and will call add all, and internally it will call get data. The moment it is calling get data from here, it will return this mocked data. Okay, and it will perform the logic, summation logic, and will return the actual result that it will try comparing with the expected. If both are same, then test success, or else fail. Okay, so we'll return, we'll try running this test case, see the result. Now see, error 0, failure 0, runs 1, test success, right? Whenever test success, you will get this green color, this bar. Okay, now how test will fail? So mainly we written this code to test this portion of this logic whether it working fine or not, right? While writing the code I did mistake. Now I want to check. Okay, I don't know whether I written wrong or not, but everywhere I'm getting wrong output in the while running the project, right? So what is the reason? So if I written test code, so I will simply run this particular logic. Okay, we'll test that particular logic and we'll get to know, oh, here is the mistake. I wanted to get 24 but coming minus 24. So this is not DB even returning the correct data, but where the problem is there in service. So this problem can be recognized. Okay, so this is what the test case. Now we can recognize the logic that we did, that we written wrongly in the test class, sorry, service class here. So this is what. Okay, hope you understood, and I will upload soon some other video to test API calls like REST. Okay, how we are giving request to the what we call server side, and it will fetch data, and how to mock the server side objects, and how to give request. That video I will try uploading soon. So if you guys have any problem, you can comment in the comment box and can send me messages. Okay, and subscribe this channel to get the latest other videos. Okay, so hope you understood, and I'm able to tell or explain each and everything in detail. So about these annotations also. Okay, just go through this, test and practice, you will get to know.